Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. Today is June the 22nd, and I'm looking forward to doing the NA Just for Today meditation with you. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our Hood Recovery Services. Hood is an acronym, HOOD, that stands for Hope Offered on Demand. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you. Okay, let's get into the Just for Today. I did pull it up, but I didn't get to see what it was about. There it goes. June 22nd, accepting life as it is. In our recovery, we find it essential to accept reality. Once we can do this, we do not find it necessary to use drugs in an attempt to change our perceptions. Basic text, page 90. Drugs used to buffer us from the full force of life. When we stop using drugs and enter recovery, we find ourselves confronted directly with life. We may experience disappointment, frustration, or anger. Events may not happen the way we want them to. The self-centeredness we cultivated in our addiction has distorted our perceptions of life. It is difficult to let go of our expectations and accept life as it is. We learn to accept our lives by working the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. We discover how to change our attitudes and let go of the character defects. We no longer need to distort the truth or to run from situations. The more we practice the spiritual principles contained in the steps, the easier it becomes to accept life exactly as it is, as it comes to us. Just for today, I will practice self-acceptance by practicing the 12 steps. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am an addict in recovery. That's a beautiful Just for Today in a meditation. I am not sure why I kept wanting to say as it is, but the title of this is Accepting Life as It Is. It's beautiful because it shows the difference from our actively using to who we are today in recovery. We use drugs oftentimes to manage our emotions, to manage situations, to go through situations with as little emotions and feelings, thoughts, actions as possible. It was a trick, right? Because after you take the first one, if you're an addict, it's unlikely that you can put a time limit on when you will take the last one. But if you never take the first one, you don't ever have to worry about taking the last one. And the truth of the matter is that when we take the first one, all bets are off. There's no telling what we will do next, right? And so today it's beautiful because it's urging us to work the principles of all of the 12 steps, right? We apply them in all of our affairs. And I was told if you have some affairs that you can't apply these principles to, you might need to change your affairs. More than likely, you should change them because you should be able to live a principled spiritual life. It's your right to do that. And if you find yourself in situations where you're not able to apply patience, you're not able to apply forgiveness and kindness and love, you really need to look at those situations you're involving yourself in. It should not clean, right? Clean, I'm talking about a clean, recovering mind, should not struggle to apply those spiritual principles, especially if you're doing your step work in learning how to, or learning how to identify when your character defects keep causing you to fall short. If you're doing that kind of work, you're more sensitive to making sure that you put your spiritual self forward, right? Not the personality, but the principled person. It's very serious. There have been lives that have been lost in a moment of anger, of road rage. I remember many years ago, it's probably been, man, probably over 2 decades ago. And there was a bridge, traffic was backed up, and this lady wasn't paying attention well enough, or maybe the traffic stopped, sooner than she thought, but she ended up rear-ending this guy. And he jumped out and grabbed her, uh, I want to say it was a toy poodle, but I'm not sure, a very small dog, and literally cast it off the bridge, just threw it right off the bridge in anger. And so, I'm trying to think of the man's name that ended up shooting some guys that were playing their music too loud at the gas station. And, the truth of the matter is that when we're under the influence of drugs, all bets are off, because we can do and say and act in ways that our clear, focus, clean mind would never do. But even in our clean mind, we have to be very aware that we have the power to make a decision, a wrong decision and a right one, at any point in time. We take I won't say we take our destiny back, but we take our power back. And today I want you to think about that. I want you to think about this just for today. Accepting life as it is, and not having to change our perception of it by using, but rather we have these beautiful coping skills that have been given to us. And today I want you to use those. Think about just yesterday. Do a 10th step. Just think about yesterday. Where were you struggling to apply spiritual principles? And make it up in your mind to do better than that today, right? So my name is Mighty Stream. I'm glad to be with you today, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I hope that you will have a beautiful June 22nd. Hopefully it's a little bit cooler wherever you are, and not too hot and not too cold, just right. Take care, and I will talk to you tomorrow.